Ultimacj here. I'm going to flip this AC off. Hello, kitten. Oh, hush. And we're here today to do another couple-hour live stream of Legend Dragoon. And this time we're actually going to focus on a bit of the main story. And I'm going to hop on my Discord channel momentarily, in case my friend Torn, who I have alerted that I will be live streaming shortly. Last time we left off, did a bonus boss and did a little bit of the main story, but that session was mostly the boss. And that was simply because of the fact that boss was an optional hard piece of shit boss. Which I did wipe to one time because of some mechanics I was still adjusting to. So that is in the part 10 and 11. And I do apologize for live stream botching. I have no idea what caused that. I think it's when my router rebooted and it started acting up. And I think it just killed the stream It didn't kill the stream all the way. It killed the recording aspect for my microphone, but Discord was picking stuff up, but only people who were talking on the other end, not on this end. So I do apologize for that. Luckily, it didn't really happen until the last 10-15 minutes of the stream, and that's why there was two parts, because I wasn't done live streaming yet, so I just restarted the stream and there was two video parts. So this is technically part 11, but we're going to be doing part 12. This is part 12 because of that. So, without further ado, hopefully my camera won't slide, move around. We're going to go and get this started. I will hop on my Discord chat for the remaining session, in case my good old buddy Torn gets on, or Racuna, or both, to give me a little guidance, laugh at my stupidity, and just, hey, enjoy the experience. Because them and my friend Sal are the three people that I am checking this game out personally. I mean, I'm enjoying it myself personally, but they've harped on me so much, you gotta check this game. I can't believe you've never played. It's one of those things, hey, you've got, like eating really good food, like you've got to be there at least once in your life, and that's pretty much how Legend of Dragoon is. And I've enjoyed the experience so far. I've got my corpse with it here and there, but I've overall enjoyed the game. My thumb gets pretty damn sore doing all those additions. I hope I can get that one item pretty soon that just allows me automatic addition. I have enough money. I have like $9 grand. But I've collected a lot of equipment and bought a lot of equipment, so I can just sell that, and that would definitely push me to 10 grand. I can't imagine people grinding for all the ultimate items and stuff. But there are people out there who love that game so damn much, and it's just, that's their prerogative. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm really shocked they did not make a sequel to this game, because it is a really good one, and honestly, since the PlayStation 1 really didn't have the capability of doing a lot of voiceover, because you gotta keep in mind, these were on 640 megabyte discs, and to do decent quality, not even just decent quality voiceovers, it took a bit. So, and it ate up a lot of space, and the game's already big as is with 4 discs. If they had voiceovers in this game, whether it was good quality or just okay quality, it'd take up even twice the amount of disk space for back in the day. I think this game was made in 91. Doesn't say on here, but let's go ahead and get this under wraps and get ready. And I'll go ahead and hop on my little chat here. And we'll get started. And I normally don't start my games until about 5 minutes into the stream. Oh, so this game was a late bloomer, like last of its kind for the PlayStation. That makes this game makes this game even more valuable to get as a collector's item. Because if it came out late in the PlayStation's one life and like the PlayStation 2 was out, they may have not made as many copies as one might think, so it's probably worth a decent amount of cash on, for collector's reasons. I'd have to look that up, but I'm sure it's probably worth over $100, if that. Complete in boxes, even more. complete and box sealed is even more. I can't think of any games that really had any voice acting that much in the PlayStation 1 era. A lot of FMVs, but voiceovers, no. I'm pretty sure there's a few that have done voiceovers for PlayStation 1. Well, it's not technically voiceovers, but Wing Commander was also made for the PlayStation 1, Wing Commander 3 and 4, and that was all FMV, and that did have voiceovers in it. It also got ported to the PC. I already consider this a long RPG because I broke the 40-hour mark. Granted, oh yeah, gotta put my disc. Granted, I've maybe spent 1 or 2 hours thinking about AFK, all that kind of stuff, and you gotta include game overs and stuff. Still, 40 hours, because the average length of an RPG is, to me, in my opinion, an average RPG should be in the 40 hours, give or take. If it goes beyond 40 hours, oh, let's go ahead and change the settings since it can't remember. Yeah, there have been a few games that did voiceover, but back then voiceovers were more of a new thing. I think voiceovers were more prominent in PC games at the time before consoles. I know N64 did voiceovers. I know that for a fact that some games did do voiceovers despite its limited lifespan. I don't know about the PlayStation one. And just let me turn this up just a little bit. I know 9 didn't have any voiceovers. 9 had nothing but FMVs. 9 was nothing more than text.
Hello.
Hello. Hold on, let me turn you up. And I guess I'll turn this down a bit. I need a new TV. This one's about shot. It's not the screen's not shot. I'm not going to get rid of it. It's just the speaker is shot. And like if I go beyond volume 30, it starts to distort, and that's pretty bad considering its max volume is 100. And I had to turn up the brightness a bit more, so I know it's starting to die.
That's because like TVs these days don't really get designed with
good speakers.
Built-in speakers in mind. They are all about the picture, and then the sound is like just kind of a afterthought because most people expect you to have some level of sound system for your home theater.
Yeah, which I don't. I mean, I could, but you know, I gotta watch the volume in here and not piss people off and all that.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't have to go anything crazy. I mean, you could get like a really cheap little like 2.1 system or something.
I agree.
But yeah, that's why the speakers always suck, is because they always expect you to go and get like a full system.
I got this TV.
Okay, so you got Rose's Final Edition.
Not yet. No.
No, that's it.
Oh, I thought it was one more after this.
No, I think that's the last one.
So after this one, her ultimate unlocks?
No, that is her ultimate.
Oh, I thought that you unlock and just shows up. So once I cap this, I'm done. Oh, I thought she had like... I thought you were supposed to get your basic editions, and then once you master on the ultimate unlocks.
Let me just... yeah. There we go.
And this is the weapon that I got from fighting the master... the extra boss. Give it a second to catch up. Powerful, but HP decays with each turn. But he gets almost a 50-point boost any attacks. So. I counter that with the therapy ring so he doesn't lose HP.
The way it works is you'll notice, like with Rose, for example, she has 4 additions.
Yep.
The first 3 are gained by leveling up. Well, the first one is always gained by getting the character. They start with it.
Yeah.
With hers, every other one except for her last one is gained from leveling up. So, like, you start with Whip Smack, you get more and more at level 14, and Hard Blade at level 19. And then once you've mastered all 3 of those to rank 5, you then get Demon Stance. So you'll notice each person has a certain number of slots for additions. Mm-hmm. The last one on their list won't show up until you've gotten all the others up to rank 5.
I got you. So once I master Madness Hero, Moonstrike, Dart's ultimate will unlock. Okay. If I can get past Madness Hero, this is such a bitch to get down. Okay,
you're not doing too bad. I think you might have actually done more work on his than I have. Because but then again, I think I kind of pushed him to the sideline. I wasn't worried about maxing his out.
You're kind of forced to, because you can't change party members.
But,
almost got hers maxed for hers. I gotta work on Cat's Cradle next. Which Maru's been pretty easy so far for her additions. They're pretty rhythmic, really easy to pull off. And here's what I was talking about when the catches up on the screen. Here's what I was talking about the separate party members. See how there's 2 slots available? It just feels weird that there's 2 slots.
Like I said, I think that's just because, like, say for example, if you get into an instance where if you have nobody in your active party other than Dart, then they all can show up right there. And it's probably just like game design.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It just stands out.
I mean, that's all it is. Okay. But no, you've gotten all the characters you're getting.
Haven't checked out that new content in 14?
I gotta update mine, actually. Haven't been on it today.
Same here. Haven't bothered. I'm probably going to screw this up a couple times so I get the hang of it again. Because always, my thumb was so... I actually had to stop playing this for a while. My thumb was getting so sore. All the addition stuff. Cell was saying, well, just get a turbo controller. Where's the fun in that? Where's the challenge in that? No, I'm not going to do that. I'll get a pre-programmed controller or something. Wish I can get some better armor from Maru because, man, she takes a lick.
You should find some at some point. But I think she can wear a lot of, like, the female armor, so... I don't know, you just have to find something good for her.
True. Here comes Dart's stupid move. I usually can't get down right. Nope.
Yeah, I think you're a little slow on his.
I got Rose's down though. Shares isn't too bad. I think my problem with Dark is I'm hitting the button too hard and not doing light taps.
Maybe. Well, once you finish maxing out her final edition, you're going to swap her out so you can work on somebody else?
Probably until I get to the final boss.
Okay. Let's see, you're still in the little area where you got his weapon, right?
Yeah, that's where I stopped. I would have gotten further in, but...
Yeah, too soon that time.
Nah, I had to refight the boss, and I ran out of time.
No, on Dart's Edition. That time you were too fast.
Still doing the C-Tech? Not C-Tech, but
no, I'm just doing a basic like world right now. Let me see if I can send you a screenshot to make your head hurt.
I really don't want my head to hurt.
Yeah, I'll just post it here.
You're good. I don't mind looking. Well, you gave up on the water stuff?
It's one of those that like it's a little bit of a headache sometimes, and so I still got all the stuff in place. I could activate the mods and go back to playing it. Mm-hmm. It's just I wanted to take a break for a while and go back to like a normal vanilla.
I gotcha.
But yeah, so far that's like for the first 4 packs I've got set up. I'm trying to get the one on the left for the blue packs. I think I just about got it though. Let's see.
Well, at least Rose's Ultimate's not as hard as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, everybody has like, some are harder than others. Kongol's are really easy because he's kind of a hard-hitting, simplistic guy. Mm-hmm. So you might like his.
Now, I don't think I've been to a desert yet, and I haven't met the Stardust lady yet.
Yeah, so it sounds like you got a good bit. Here, let me take a look.
Go? Well, this is a dead fucking
Let's see. Yeah, so this is the Divine Dragon. And there's the boss Wendigo, the boss Lloyd.
Yep. I beat him. He was. I like the artwork that was done on him. He was an easy ass boss.
Did you fight another one after that?
The boss after the Wendigo's Lloyd.
Yeah, no, but like, did you fight anything after Lloyd?
I fought the bonus boss afterwards.
That's
where I stopped at, the optional boss.
So you're in the ruins of Magrat.
Yep. I mean, I'm in the right place for main story. That's what's the side thing.
But like after Lloyd, like in the ruins, you haven't fought like a main boss yet?
No.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, you're here. Which means... Okay, yeah. The desert's gonna be your next area, I think. Well, the area after the next one. The Death Frontier. And then you go there. And then you go there. Yeah. So...
Way too soon or just a smidgen late?
Yeah, so the desert is 2 areas ahead. And then...
Then just 4 starts?
And then 2 areas ahead of that is where you'll meet Martel again.
So the disc 3, I'll have the desert to go through next. Then disc 3's done.
No, you still got a good little bit. You've got probably a good half a dozen areas or so. And yeah, you're coming up on some good story.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, because Rose keeps. I mean, that side boss was interesting because there was flashbacks at Rose and Emperor Diaz, and Rose kept babbling, and they kept asking. Dark kept asking, "What the hell is wrong with you, Rose?" Rose like, "Don't mind me. I'm just talking to myself." I'm like, okay. I know she's bullshitting me, but as a player, Ultimacj Dart didn't really press the matter.
Time and a place, I guess?
Yeah. Yeah, they were in a dangerous area, so...
Well, not only that, but it may not be the time to press her for answers.
True. That optional boss was fun. It locked items and shit like that. I couldn't use items or Dragoon abilities or attack or defend. It had mechanics where it locked specific tasks.
Hmm.
Damn it. Alright.
Okay, so.
So you're just doing a regular game of Factorio?
Yeah. I mean, I got one in to do a no handcrafting because I like doing the lazy bastard thing. But
Oh my
other than
God.
that, yeah, I'm
I
doing.
think you sent enough assembly lines? Holy shit. What the fuck, dude?
But you'll notice, like, there's like 4 little sections with like enclosed in walls, right?
Yeah.
Each section enclosed in walls is devoted to a specific pack, and they're kind of modular. So, like, once they're kind of polished up, like that first one on the right,
Yeah.
is set to go, it's finished. So if I wasn't making enough reds, all I got to do is take a blueprint, copy it, and then paste down another one. As long as I'm feeding it material fast enough, it's good to go. It's already designed, and it's infinitely expandable because it's just modular. Drop as many of them as you need.
Hello, I picked up something called Rose's hairband. It sounds like sounds like something just for Rose specifically. Rose, what are you leaving? Why are you leaving your gear here in this dungeon?
Better question, why are you finding Rose's headband in a place you've never been to before?
Yeah, avoids instant death. Well, that would be nice, because I don't like the instant death mechanic. It sucks ass. When I saw can't combat, I thought that meant at first, oh, okay, I just can't attack. No, you're dead. Deal with it. Like, son of a bitch. Okay, I think that takes me further than the dungeon. I'm taking the lower path, because I think the upper path is fighting that alternate Dragoon stuff, which I want to do main story for now. Shirley told me to come back after I've taken care of business.
Yeah, because like all this is optional. You'll probably want to come back here later on when you've gotten more strength to like challenge some of these things. Yeah, because there's several optional bosses you can go through and knock out.
Yeah, that optional boss kicked my ass. Because there was 3 parts. Oh, when you kill the sword, instant kill somebody instantly before it dies. What the hell are these things?
Well, let's see.
Maximum
Yeah, because there's this part. There's going to be another few optional bosses just before the end of this disc. There's the one special one, which I guess you'll have to do before you leave disc 3 if you want to get to it.
Special? What's that? All the Stardust?
Yeah, the one that you can go and do them getting all the Stardust. Mm-hmm. Which you'll have to double back, get all your Stardust, and then do it. Because once you leave disc 3, there's no coming back.
I'm still gonna guess I go to the fucking moon. If it's a point of no return and I just can't back, it's gotta be. That's my guess. The game, I've got this, I'm going to the moon vibe, but I mean, I could be wrong, but. Am I?
She's such a happy, cool boogie.
I know, right? Her moves, cool boogie. Like, oh, yeah, that's Meru for you. Oh, I did that too soon. I felt that. She don't hit hard, but she builds up her bar really fast, and I got unlimited healing with her virtually.
With Meru?
Meru, yeah. Not literally unlimited healing. I have an accessory.
But I mean, it's a lot because she's pretty good.
I have an accessory that recovers 10 MP per turn.
Madness hero.
Yeah, which is
well
weird
done.
because it doesn't feel it's 5 X's, but those 4 X's in succession does not it feels like I'm hitting it 3 times if I'm like tapping it. It does not. My brain don't feel like it's a 4 hitter or 5 hitter. It feels weird.
Well, I mean, isn't it?
It's a 5 minute. It just doesn't feel like 5 hits. That's all, because it's happening so fast, feeling wise.
Let me rewind.
I hope his next edition's not a bitch to pull off.
Boogie boogie.
I haven't found Stardust lately, but I've been doing mostly dungeons, not towns.
I'd have to check where.
Cutscene.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. So I guess it's a 6-hit combo.
Yeah. Oh, I found Shauna.
Let me catch up. Ah, there we go.
My stream's running okay.
Yeah, like
girlfriend.
Cell, like the thing that was bugging me was like when Cell was talking about that the reason Shauna's spirit passed on to Miranda was because supposedly like Miranda was like the true wielder and Shauna just was like holding it for her.
Host, yeah.
Which I don't know. I don't think I buy that so much as Shauna had it, but because of what's happening to her, she got too weak to hold it and it passed on. That's what I was always thinking.
Yeah, that makes sense. Take the girl, I don't want her. I'm going to purge this world into my own image and make the 108 species, because you know the world must be purged. That's basically what this is leading down to. Which is, I'm fine with that. It depends how it's told.
You heard that, everybody. He's fine with the destruction of the world.
Oh, good. It's the way it's just how you tell it. It's how, you know, it's the journey. That's the best. It's the journey to it.
You know, I was going and I watched the final movie to Farscape the other day.
I know.
Is the Peacekeeper Wars. I think that's what it's called. And like I forgot how good that was. It's like that really is awesome.
Oh, there's another Viraj to deal with? Oh, boy. Yeah, see? Right here. Right there. I will create the utopia you wanted after the Viraj embryo purges the world. So basically, Lloyd was a fucking patsy to the dream he wanted to what Diaz wanted. Diaz basically manipulated Lloyd. Lloyd was nothing but a patsy.
I don't know. I must have forgotten some stuff because like all of this stuff I think it started getting confusing for me.
Yep.
And I can't seem to remember what everything was because it's like I don't know. It's weird.
Lloyd, he showed you a false utopia from the beginning. Just called it, yeah. Patsy. Yeah, you deceived me. Oh no, Lloyd's pissed. You made me kill Lavitz for nothing, you bastard! I don't need you anymore. Bye, Lloyd. Sephiroth 2.0 is down. And For a while, I thought Lloyd was like the mastermind behind the whole thing. He'll come back. He's got Genova down there. Cutscene? FMV? Yep. Oh my god, what? I would never thought that. Emperor Diaz is Dart's father. Really? Son of... wow. Okay, I did not see that coming.
I keep forgetting you already know about Rose being 11,000 years old.
Yeah, I know. She is. I didn't know that was Dart's dad. I thought Dart's dad went to the flames, so he basically, he had I'm going to guess an epiphany or something going into that fire. The black monster fucking his head. Wow. So what? Dart's dad's 11,000 years old too?
Yep.
That's one big family-ass tree.
Not really.
So what, you're saying for 11,000 years Dart's dad just never screwed?
Not as far as we know.
Unless that's not his biological dad.
No, it is.
Okay. I mean, what
it is. It's just I'm assuming that, like, for 11,000 years he probably just was like,
and the mother had no idea.
Why would she?
Wow. This is ironic that the son has to kill the father. Oh, great. We've got a Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker.
Dart, I am your father. No!
Wow.
That's not true!
Oh, I mean, am I wrong? Wow. You probably never heard of someone give out, oh yeah, it's basically a Star Wars thing we're going on. Okay. Wow.
Well, I mean, it's not an original story point.
For 11,000, no, I've never heard being 11,000 year old. Oh yeah, you're my son. Okay.
Man, if you want to get that specific, no. I mean, yeah, of some warrior of the dragon finding out that his 11,000-year-old father is a bad guy that he has to go and defeat. Yeah, I mean, if you want to get that specific, no. If you want to talk about, like, story points where somebody's, like, ridiculously old, then no, that's not new. If you want to talk about where the son has to go and stop his father who's turned evil, that's not a new story point. Even for Star Wars, that's an old story point.
That's
just
true.
these are all elements that are combined in new ways, but yeah, I mean, that's not a new point.
11,000-year-old dad. So where's all of Dart's brothers and sisters then?
Again, he probably didn't have any kind of relationships or anything for about 11,000 years.
That's true. Unless he's just a player and in this time period he's got like 20 other siblings, hit it and quit it.
How much do you know about like what Rose was like over 11,000 years?
She had a fucking soul. She had a personality before she lost her boy toy.
Greetings.
Hello.
Yeah. So now I think you should have already gotten it, but if I'm not mistaken, one of the things they talk about was like when she put on her necklace that stopped her aging. It also kind of pushed aside all of Rose's personality and feeling.
I didn't notice the necklace. I didn't notice the necklace thing. I thought she just lived that long just because. Oh no. I didn't realize that. I figured it
Well,
was the Dragoon spirit that kept her going.
Well, what they showed in the FMV was that he had gotten petrified, and so he's basically been trapped in stone for most of that time.
Who, Dark's dad?
Yeah.
Now, all I need to know is what the fuck is the black monster, and what does Shauna have to do with all this shit?
That is yet to come.
Yeah.
In
That's
actually
plot
just
EX,
a few
I
minutes,
get it.
actually.
Still doing the whole, I gotta purge the world, because it's, sick. Gotta redo it in my image.
I just thought I'd come in and weigh in on that little tidbit of
What, Dark,
lore.
I am your father?
Well, more the petrification thing. It's not that he just hadn't screwed for all that time, but that he lived for all that time.
I think the dragon hit him in that cutscene and he turned petrified.
Anyway, I'll hop out of your stream chat now.
Okay, you're welcome to stay, bro.
The double audio thing, because of the 30-second delay, is getting a little weird.
I
mute his YouTube while I'm talking to him.
That's what I mean on my end. Like when I'm watching the chat, I have to mute the YouTube end on mine, otherwise it'll echo out. I was wondering for the longest time when I first live streamed, like, why is it echoing? Oh, you have to mute the YouTube part.
Ooh.
Unless you just rather just watch and on the YouTube port and listen to it, then yeah, by all means, get out of here. No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh, I think we're gonna get a bit of story.
The moon that never sets. Yeah. I'm going to the moon. I just know it. I'm pulling a Final Fantasy IV. I don't know why I feel that way. Since you keep saying point of no return, that's gotta be it. And there's no moon well to take me back.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hey.
How are you?
I am tired.
Know the feeling. Oh, so he was a bad guy even back then. Okay.
Who was?
Oh, maybe not. Zig.
I think he's talking about what the Wingleys did. Because it's Melbuframa that held the crystal.
Yes, what about the black monster? We're not talking about anything lewd. I am here, and as a fact. Okay, well, thanks for stating the obvious.
Okay, yeah, so that's why, he doesn't have kids for 11,000 years. Is because for 11,000 years... Well, 11,980 years, he's been sealed away. And only recently he came out, found a woman, and had a kid.
Hey, man, almost 11,000 years in a crystal, man.
Yeah, we know where his priorities were.
Shit had to be taken care of, man.
Talk about being pent up. Massive blue balls.
Oh boy.
It's like the South Park episode.
Oh god, I remember that. But why do you want to destroy the whole world? It's because you just have some kind of 11,000-year-old grudge? Every 108 years, hence 108 species.
Torin, Pagos is scary.
You already tried them?
Yep.
So like, nope, going in. At least the instance must not be hard to unlock.
No, once you have an Automos cleared, you can come straight in here.
Yeah, I read the patch notes. You just have to finish the quest Stormblood. So if healing is no good, there's no healers in this instance then.
You can use you need healers because there's certain things you need to Asuna.
Okay. Otherwise you die instantly?
I don't know.
Oh.
All I know is there's certain things you need to Asuna, and then certain mechanics after a phase 2, you gotta rely on potions because healing don't work no more.
Fuck it. Just take elixirs in there and everyone removes their own self status debuffs.
So, are you watching?
No, I'm playing 14.
Massive story points! We found out who Diaz is.
Shit, I don't even fucking remember who Diaz is.
It's Darth
Father,
Vader, bitch!
is that you? Yeah, remember Diaz turned out to be Dart's father?
You know, that was long ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Oh, whatever.
I've slept since then.
And so now he's talking about the Moonchild and the 108th fruit.
Why do I think the Moonchild is Shauna?
Well, why not? I mean,
Wait,
Shauna
Rose
thirsty as
is the
fuck,
black
man.
monster? Wait, what?
Oh my god, you didn't realize that?
I was freaking waiting for it. I realized that shit way early.
Yeah, seriously, how did you not get
Never
that?
hinted that she was the black monster.
How?
You can-
Yes, it did. It hints at it all the fucking
I
time.
never picked that up. No.
It puts the ghost ship into a whole new perspective, doesn't it?
She's literally the Black Dragoon, man.
Yeah, it doesn't mean she's the black monster. So what? She goes in this Dr. Jekyll, Mr.
She is a black armor-clad woman that has lived for 11,000 years.
Thanks,
and
that
when you
number.
watch the cutscenes, the black monster was a creature with wings. Come on, put 2 and 2 together here.
Okay,
You
that
didn't
makes
suspect
sense, but
this.
she doesn't seem the kind of she doesn't seem the kind of person who would go on endless killing spree though. Unless she
Oh,
just
it's not
can't-
endless. She just kills everyone that's around the Moonchild.
Because she
Yeah,
wants...
you notice she doesn't. They don't. She's not like the thing with the black monster is the black monster doesn't go through and just wreak havoc for nonstop. Every 108 years, the black monster appeared and destroyed a town.
Oh wow. So what? She turned
It's just
into
last
some other
time she
being
got
that
sloppy.
we just don't know who. Does she turn into another being, or is that's just her? She's just trying.
She's just clad in like.
Yeah, she
that's
just
just
pops
the
her
energy
Dragoon
coming
armor,
off.
runs in, and burns the town to the ground.
Like,
She's
if
trying
you
to
look
prevent the
closely
moon
at-
child from being born, so the annihilation of the world don't happen. Wow.
Like if you look back at the FMVs of the Black Monster now, you can kind of tell that like where the beam is coming from is from the Dragoon jewel on her chest plate.
So you just basically destroyed Dart's village, Rose. Oh, damn.
You killed his mom, which I guess is poetic justice, kind of.
For 11,000 years, there's been no exceptions. You bitch. God, look at Darcy, he's pissed off. Oh God, he's pissed. Oh, losing this party member. No, I never picked up on the black. I didn't think she was considered like the Black Monster. Not that way.
It kind of puts some other things into perspective too, like how she gets kind of cautious whenever Dart starts going on a rant about the Black Monster. How she can kind of be like, so what would you do if you were to face the Black Monster right now?
Yeah, it's like, seriously, if you go back and play the game again after beating it, there's so
I
much
call
shit
this Sean. That's what's special about Shauna. She's the moon child. Go ahead, Torn. Sorry. Cutscene.
But yeah, I mean, if you go back, like, there's so much stuff that you probably didn't even notice.
I knew there was something special about Shauna, but yeah, I figured as much. So she's the key to waking the Virage.
Shauna is the embodiment of the soul of the 108th fruit that will destroy the world.
Whap, whap, whap.
But don't most of these things usually require a virgin sacrifice, and you know she isn't a virgin anymore.
Well, she's still a
I don't know,
virgin.
I was under the
Well-
impression she was still a virgin.
Well, the thing is, the way disc 2 ended disc 3, they kiss and it faded to black. We can hint. I'm sure things went on during disc transfers.
And then you
Not necessarily.
You suddenly have a giant
Oh,
Virage
come on, not
god
necessarily.
a giant Virage
Medieval
god
times, that would have been, like... It would have been pretty huge. Besides, I mean, that's kind of one of those... It's a key shift in their relationship. And I think it might have been a little premature.
You don't. Well, we don't.
It's like, yeah, they might have kissed, they might have considered themselves, like, in a relationship at that point. But I think it's a little too modern of an idea to think that, well, now that he's no longer thinking of her as a sister, he's willing to go ahead and nail that.
But the thing is, the screen.
Even if he was willing to see her as a girlfriend, as a whatever, I think he would have had to still take time to finish, like, shifting his perspective. Because to some degree, he's probably always going to think of her as a little sister.
Oh, this is such a clusterfuck.
Yeah, man, but he's freaking Asian, man. He's into that shit.
Yeah, because
I don't know, I'd have to say a good portion of America's into that shit, because have you seen how many, like, videos on, like, Pornhub and all there are for, like, stepbrother, stepmother, stepdaughter, all that sort of crap?
It's from what I've heard, it's one of the highest freaking
Fetishes, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the most looked up things.
Yeah, it really is.
Because why not, right?
And then this stream suddenly got weird.
So Sean is going to be a sacrifice. So she.
Age restricted.
Turn off the filters.
Turn on the stream. Everybody's like, now I need an adult.
I am an adult.
I am an adult.
I don't know, I think we might be able to blame it on Spec for this one, because, like, he had to go and talk about oh, look, they kissed and faded to black. You know, they went and fucked.
Oh, come on! Am I wrong?
It's like,
how many
you kind of
TV
just
shows-
left it implied. No,
How many
they're
TV shows-
fucking.
many TV shows and movies have you seen them pull that tag? You know they just didn't kiss. I'm sorry.
Well, man,
Wait.
don't you understand? Don't you understand when Disc 2 ended? She wanted him to insert Disc 3 into her drive. Don't you understand how this shit works?
Okay, so I probably need to reset my game because it's already prompting for disc.
You know what made it even worse is if it like turned into like the prompt for disc 3 was a picture of Shauna that said, "Please insert disc 3."
Please insert disc 3. Make sure you have at least 3 memory card slots open.
And then you hear like, you know.
Nah, man, it wouldn't be like that. It would be more like beep, beep, beep. You know, because PlayStation.
Then you open it up and you say, why is my PlayStation got all this goo on it?
Well, So if your PlayStation has the goo on it, that's more seems like you need to see your doctor about this.
Alright, apparently we were wrong, Sal. It's not in disc 3 that is the point of no return. It's the early part of disc 4.
That's what I was thinking.
Actually,
So I'm okay because I didn't find. Quick question.
Yeah, because I thought.
Yeah,
it was
your point of no return is about 4 or 5 areas ahead of you.
Okay, so I can go back to the town and go buy the ultimate accessory and all that.
Yeah, you're still fine.
Okay.
You're actually gonna meet a mode of transportation to get back here and there.
You're about to get some form of fast travel.
Really?
It only
4
took
steps
3
and then...
of the way through.
Because every game has to have an airship.
Well, I enjoy that it
Okay,
gets
that's
introduced
just like every...
late
Well,
in it.
no, I don't think I've read... No, well, I was underground in a sewage area. Just like every RPG has to have what? A sewer level. It's not an RPG if it doesn't have a sewer level. Sorry. If it doesn't have a sewer, it's not an RPG.
What the hell is this? What is this? What the fuck is this?
Oh, I'm getting a drink. Be right back. I need a drink after all that fucking pipe bomb droppage.
Holy
I
shit,
suspected
Torrent!
something about Shauna.
Torrent!
That's not a surprise.
Torrent! Hold
What?
on. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. I gotta do it. I'm probably gonna die, but I gotta do it.
Are you carving a tail in the middle of a battle?
Damn it, I targeted it. Come here, you bastard.
But no, I just imagine like a big, like, friggin' Virage god getting ready to destroy the world, just looks over at Dark, gets all blushy and shit, and...
That's the thing that confused me, though. Because he calls the 108th fruit a Virage embryo, didn't he?
Yes, it is the embryo to a god of destruction, and it's supposedly a superior form of the Virage, and even the Virage act reverent to it, so it's pretty legit.
But I mean, like, the Virage are another fruit, aren't they?
Zoran, you're about to hate me. You're literally about to hate me. I posted it in Nerding Out.
Yes, they are, but it's... Like, I don't know why it's a different kind of Virage. That's
just kind of weird.
Because even... There's even, like, all those Virage that protect it, too, and it's just kind of like...
Yeah, Virage is just nothing but the condoms, right?
Watch out, make sure you don't weapon skill it or else you're gonna fucking heal that bitch.
I know, I'm sorry, Torn. I was like, I wonder what the hell's gonna spawn with these freaking worms they're
Oh,
farming.
What do you expect?
I know. I was like, I wasn't...
It's like, how can we most make this horrible for Torin?
Oh no.
I literally wasn't expecting it, dear God. It looks the same. It's just actually a little bit more colorful.
Oh, there's a Glavoid?
It is a Glavoid. It is the Glavoid.
Oh. Oh no. Is he self-healing himself?
No, not right now.
They brought Torn's favorite monster. You should have not posted it. You should let Torn just find out on his own and we get a full good reaction. Like, no, I'm out, leave. Oh, Torn left the instance.
I I want Tor's my buddy. I at least got to give him
You had
freaking
to
heads
should
up
have
on
held
this
off
shit.
on that just to get a reaction right when he sees the monster. I'm like, and Torn just disconnected. He 90K'd, quote unquote.
Copper, iron, steel, plastic.
I was not expecting this, and now, honestly, I am not disappointed.
Torn's X returns. Someone bring a puppet master in there and do random shit.
The Glenide.
Torn's favorite girl. Oh, you did. I don't know if you were there when we fought that damn thing with Torn, were you?
Yeah, I farmed the hell out of Glenvoid with you guys.
So you were there when Torn was bitching and complaining, right?
Huh?
So the one fight that took, what, 62 minutes to kill? It literally took an hour.
Such a whore.
I swear, stop doing this to me. I'm sorry, I'll never live that down. Chapter 4, Moon and Fate.
I mean, come on, that was some fucking bullshit. It's like every time we turn around, we get him down a little bit, and all of a sudden somebody would weapon skill at the wrong time, and he'd fucking heal from it.
And here's the desert you're talking about.
Well, it kind of didn't help that, at that point, the game lagged like crazy sometimes out there.
Why is Rose still with us? Why hasn't, Dark gutted her like a fish? I mean, I don't want to lose her because she's the first character I've learned all the additions with, but still.
Because he wants to double slash that ass while she hollers more and more.
So he wants
Please
a
no,
menage a
that's
trois
just
between
going to
her and
get
Shauna?
weird.
Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, man! He totally wants to give the D to Rose because he is the D.
Just
My God, dude,
just
what the
thinking
hell?
about their sordid history, please no. Yeah,
My
They'll be
virgin ears
fine.
can't take it.
Dark's totally into cougars.
I don't know. It just kind of feels like he might be getting some secondhand goods there from your old dad.
Sloppy seconds?
Hey, don't they always say your parents have to pass down the torch?
Not like this. Please.
I know.
I don't want any of this, a mother's duty shit occurring in my Legend of Dragoon. Can we just stop?
Wow, Rose is gonna just stay along with the ride. Okay, well.
It's okay. I understand you murdered my mother. I forgive you. As long as you said you're sorry.
Alright, up or down?
Left or right?
No, that's the path splits.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I hate this area.
Yeah, this area sucks ass.
Death Frontier. What, sucks
you.
for enemies, or?
Well, at least you can somewhat avoid enemies here since you have to physically run into them in the over area, if I recall correctly. But the map is...
Why
it's
am I in
kind
the
of
desert? The game
fucked
didn't
five
say
ways
anything.
from
Oh, they're
Sunday.
gonna find, okay. Alright. Well. I don't care for succo enemies. I don't care for crapo dungeons.
I don't even remember how you're supposed to get to where you're wanting to go. Every time I get to this point in the game, I'm just like, oh, it's this again.
So it's the desert from Breath of Fire 3?
Nah.
Where the game was glitched and didn't tell you to go the right way, and you had to look up walkthroughs to take the right path.
Oh, well, that's the thing, though. The guy theoretically told you the right way. He told you how to get to what he thought he was going the right way. He doesn't really know the way. So, theoretically, the guy didn't lie.
Well, how do I get these chests?
by wasting your time by going through the upper areas of the desert and falling through sand whirlpools, and then having to go back up again.
That's this bullshit. I didn't even do anything. What the fuck? Oh, damn it.
So, do you hate the area yet?
No, I just started, so... Depends on the enemies. You know, I changed discs. I would think it'd be back to full HP. Thanks, game.
Oh yeah, that's right. I had to watch the stream and I'm like, yeah, you had one of those fucking dragonflies just fly over and be like, hey there, I'm gonna just run into you and start a battle with a system that this game hasn't used before. Prepare for encounters to be on contact with enemy pixels.
Oh, it's this type of dungeon? Oh, they're not too bad. Well...
It's also one of those types of dungeons where it gets very difficult to figure out which way is up, down, left, or right.
That's an enemy too, huh? Well, shit. I thought that was an NPC. Oops. Oh, great. Plants. Don't tell me this is gonna be one big-ass dungeon. I hate deserts because they usually don't program them right.
Deserts were like that convenient way to make just a game of a huge area just look all of the same and make directions completely arbitrary.
And they loop. If they loop, they're even worse.
And prepare for hell.
But this loops all to hell and back?
I believe it does. I believe you have to go like through screens at certain directions in a certain order. And it basically turns into just a long session of wandering around and hoping you can figure out which way to go.
Ah, too soon. Yeah, the bonus boss I fought, Dragoon was watching. I took 1,900 damage from one character. I'm like, ow.
Good old Polter armor.
Alright, don't touch the cactuses. They bad.
Is cactuses even a word?
Cactus.
Cacti.
Cacti.
Oh,
My daughter will fight you tooth and nail. There's octopuses. Don't matter if I'm wrong or not.
Nope. There's a whirlpool down there. I don't want to touch that, I don't think. Ah! Nope. Man,
Yeah,
these flies are relentless. Leave me alone.
Yeah, they chase you and they like to pop up in inconvenient places
Nope.
compared to where you started on a screen.
So, Tauren, leveling in here is a lot more difficult.
It can't be that bad.
I was in here for the full 3 hours. I only got a level and a half.
Well, hey, look, we're back to Final Fantasy XI leveling.
Well, the train is pretty much non-existent. It's actually you actually are going around hunting mobs and XP parties and stuff. So yeah,
So that's the new Eureka area?
yes.
What's it called?
Pagos.
Flash of lightning.
Okay. And does it have like the same sort of like there's fates and
Yeah, it's pretty much kind of the same, other than every once in a while when you're fighting mobs, they will mutate into bigger, stronger mobs.
So other than the path of the Monster Hunter and Eureka, what else do they add?
That's about it for this.
So that's pretty much all you have left to do in 14, basically.
Well, I mean, this
For
isn't
you,
a major
I mean.
patch. This isn't a major patch. This is just a mid patch.
But if you finish that portion of Eureka, you've basically done everything in the game, right?
Yeah, but I probably won't be finishing this for a while. I mean, yeah.
Because, you know, other than that is just what? Old content.
Well, it's not that. I'm just saying I probably won't finish this anytime soon because I mean, it took like frickin' 315k just to get a damn level.
Eat some food, get that experience bonus, bro.
I had a frickin' 70% bonus, and the highest amount of experience I was getting per kill was like 2k.
well, are you doing like? Because I mean, you can still fight bosses at your level, right?
I can if they spawn.
Fucking desert.
They're not spawning.
Like I said, the train doesn't really exist. Basically, there's not many.
Well, I mean, if you're sitting there killing mobs, though, I think the boss would spawn at some point.
There's not many low-level fates.
Oh, at least there's gonna be more than one train, at least. Now you can do more fates.
They literally want you to actually do other stuff than be on a train.
Yeah, maybe they didn't like the way it was done in the last one, so they're switching things around.
Then maybe they should make it a bit less of a painful
How does a sandworm hop up and down?
I know.
That's weird.
I know, because I think we can go to like level 35 in here now.
Yeah, 35 I heard.
And I'm afraid at the experience, because when I got my first level, it jumped up like 602k to get that level. And oh hey, an NM. And the most experience I've gotten from an NM is like 70k. I'm gonna go this way.
Oh, jeez. That hurts. Of course, it did too soon.
Oh, why the fuck is he chasing me? The fuck did I do?
Ugh. Oh, too soon. My nose is itchy. Ah.
They aren't very, you know, what's the word I'm trying to look for? They aren't very generous with giving out the crystals in this set.
Do the lesser areas, I guess, for unless they change the drop rate.
I did a fate at my level. I got one freaking crystal. This fate I'm doing right here, when I killed it earlier, I got 2 crystals. And you don't even get to know what the crystal amount is because you can't even talk to Geralt yet, and people are already up past like level 26 and you can't talk to them yet.
What, for more story?
Oh. No, for to get an idea on the what you need to upgrade your weapon.
It just doesn't show up on there at all when you talk to him?
He's here, he just doesn't do anything.
But you can't interact with him?
I mean, you can talk to him, but I mean, he doesn't give you no prompts or anything, and people have leveled up to like 25 and he still doesn't do anything.
He just stands there to make everyone drunk
It's just
via the
it's
vapors.
just the regular stuff to upgrade your from what you had before. Okay.
So I'm trying to help CJ over here get himself a dual ride chocobo.
Oh, my nose. Fuck.
So do they have like another set of you have to get to this level to ride anything in Pagos?
Yeah, you have 19 to mount to get on a mount.
That's
Nope.
in Animos.
That's in Animos. I'm 21 and I can't ride a mount yet. I don't know what level it is to ride a mount.
Oh, probably 31. That's my guess.
What is this cancer?
Come on! I just killed the damn thing! Oh, I'm hating this desert already.
Yep. Ow.
Right, and you can't run. You could run from these guys, but... I hit the wrong button. Fuck you, RNG counter bullshit.
Fucking mirror, man.
Can't get his... I'm thinking I'm doing it too fast.
Meanwhile, watching a stream while playing Fate Extra. Umu intensifies.
Kill Boogie. Almost.
Okay, I've got a plan.
Damn, 900 points of damage. Nice, Rose.
Rose best character. Meru ain't got shit on her.
Meru's best healer.
Nah, Shauna best healer.
I take offense to various statements.
Fucking desert.
You'll know you've gotten to like a midpoint when you find an oasis.
Ah! Nope. No. This is all dead ends. Fuck my life.
I'm still mad, Torn.
You
I'm
are.
sorry you're mad.
Yeah, I'm mad because CJ can just buy his damn Pazuzu feathers.
Buy my what?
What?
300 crystals per feather.
Oh, fuck that.
Crystals per feather for what?
You need 3 Pazuzu feathers to upgrade your weapon to the max. You can buy them for 300 protean crystals.
That's not
I
bad.
guess it makes sense because, I mean, who the hell's gonna actually keep running that shit now? But still.
What was they patched it to make it easier?
That's what they did when they released when they did this today. It's just
What was the requirement for?
you had to be level 19 and kill Pazuzu to get 3 feathers to drop,
Oh,
so
that
you
made
could
it
upgrade
easier.
your
Cool.
weapon to the max.
Cool.
But now, because since freaking Animos crystals drop like freaking hotcakes and they trade in for high ass amounts, you can get 900 freaking protean crystals in, I don't know, 30 minutes.
I hate that. Is there? I hope there's a save point in that oasis.
I believe there is.
Where the fuck? God. Oh, there's a chest there. Can't carry any more items. Go fucking figure. Alright, well. %. Oh! I want to keep that. 100% sure escape from minor enemy. Repeat. That would be useful here because I won't fight shit constantly.
The hidden MVP of an item.
An item where, like, I don't feel like fighting, I want to just get to the freaking exit. I'll grind with. Ah! God dang it! Freaking. Back to start.
It's one of those things where they're just like, we'll give you this when you need it. And in this dungeon, you need it.
Good place to grind, though. Oh, man. God dang rabbit. I hate deserts.
Ah, yes. Tutorial for Fate Extra, learning the fucking rock, paper, scissors
Alright,
mechanic.
since you're my wiki, you want to guide me through this damn thing? Go east, north, west, south, whatever?
I don't remember.
Hold
Well,
on.
aren't you useful?
All I can say is that this dungeon is pure, like, cancer in its purest form.
Yes,
You got to do the pathway, man. You got to do north south, west east, circle X, start button.
okay, I thought you were going to do a Zelda thing there for a second.
It totally works in some things, right?
Nope. Fucking dragonflies, persistent little fucks. Nope. God. Fuck. That's... I hate this. Oh, like 6 enemies there. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm not fighting these assholes anymore. Run. Well, now if you get to go first. Aha, you missed me. Arrow capped out. Yes, she is. Bye-bye. I'm all for grinding, but I like to grind when I have to grind. Well, there's like 6 of these damn grinds.
I don't know. I might have to look it up online, but I think you just need to like move down and left.
Oh, wait, there's something here. Okay, that's bad. Yeah, I have no choice but to fight. Nice to know this whole time, no hints whatsoever. I am your father. Well, fuck. Hey, look, it's James Earl Jones. He's my daddy. I'll fight these dragonflies. They're not too hard. Ah, damn it. Not if I miss my addition now. That's the 3rd time I got it right.
I say Rose has maxed out her Dragoon level.
Yeah. She did it the moment I learned the final edition.
Have you summoned her dragon?
Yes. Pretty boss. Hey, look what I found, Rakuna. Water!
I'll see it in like 30 more seconds.
What?
Yeah, let's see. You should be...
Be right back. I gotta blow my nose. Be right back.
Yes, finally passed the tutorial, and I'm greeted with a heartwarming umu.
I should be what now? Look at Mary, she just dives in. Nom 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 water. Wait, there's more Winglies? It's not just in that one town? Okay. How did we figure out that information? The game didn't explain that. My guess is just...
Well, who told you that information?
I guess Rose did. That's my guess.
I think she's got some connections after all these years.
But she's gonna make it her problem. Oh, Miranda just slapped the shit out of Rose. If Lavitz was here now, what would he say?
Harpoon.
He's way to add some emotion there, Sel.
But I mean, come on, man. You totally would, right?
Maybe. Alright, I see why Dart wants to help finish this full circle, since now the fate of the world is, like, you know, pending in the balance.
I think it's also a matter if he realizes it's not as white, a matter of like just a white and black issue like he was thinking it is.
Yeah, that shit great as hell, man.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, what she did was terrible, but if she hadn't done it, then it might have been even more terrible.
Yeah, end of the world, basically.
So, I mean, can you really fault her for all the terrible things that she was forced to do?
No, but I would hope she atones for herself after all this shit's over with. In some kind of way. Okay, so the path goes north and south. Which way do I go? Oh, it goes north, south. I came from this direction. Oh, and there's an underground, too. Oh, great. Multiple paths splitting. Jeez Louise, how many paths? Wow. This is probably just dead-end bullshit. Okay. Where you fall down the whirlpools and get possible treasure in the shell. I don't know. Reminds me of that desert area in that Saga game I played. Which I lost interest because that game was vague as fuck. So nothing up here. I can see why Raccoon doesn't like this area. Whee.
I think I found a map, but I just gotta figure out where you are.
I'm at the Oasis. First save point. That's no big deal. I can try this. I'll see if I can figure this out. I gotta stop the stream soon because I have to go to work soon. But I'm gonna probably pick this up tomorrow because I'll have more free time. Well, I'm gonna go east. Because I like east. Guys, nothing but a clusterfuck of enemies.
You have to admit, the whole thing's just kind of like, wow, with some of the story so far, right?
I didn't expect the whole "I am your father" shit. Now that's probably the biggest putt. The black the black monster, I wasn't sure of. I thought it was an actual creature. I mean, I knew Rose wore black armor. I was like, no, this can't be that fucking obvious, but obviously it is. Oh, I missed him. Okay, that's just a dead end, so... Alright, I'm gonna try the other side real quick, and that should get me that treasure chest.
I will tell you one of the worst things that I have ever gone through playing this game.
Uh-huh.
That is leveling up and getting all of Kungol's additions.
Why was Congo the hardest?
His agility is so slow that he gets, even with like a boost to his agility from a ring, he gets a turn maybe after everyone, including every enemy, gets 2 turns.
Speed booster item, wouldn't that help?
It doesn't help that much.
Can't carry any more items again.
Sure, he doesn't have a lot of additions and they're simple, but jeez, it takes forever for his turn to come around.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who the hell even uses him.
I do on runs whenever I'm specifically just like, this will be a Kungol run because I apparently hate myself.
Well, I mean, his additions are easy.
Yeah, they're easy, but I mean, when he's getting like 1 turn out of like maybe every 12.
That's a bit exaggeration. I didn't have that problem. I only played Congo a bit, but it didn't take 12 turns for his turn to go up.
And then he barely gets any Dragoon spells. He only gets 3 Dragoon spells compared to everyone else getting around 4.
If any character I wouldn't play is fucking Hatchel.
Man, I love playing as Hashel. Hashel kicks the shit out of people, and it is wonderful.
All these damn stupid worms, leave me alone.
Hashel's Dragoon form is really good about like single target damage. His multi-target damage is really awful, but he's pretty on point with his focus damage.
Yeah, Kongol's speed is like the lowest out of anybody's.
Oh,
Okay, can he? Okay, so when he finishes Legend of Dragoon, he's got to at least play through the Xenogears, right?
I've already played Xenogears.
I don't fucking care.
I played and I've beat it. That game had the most obscured storyline. Most thing I liked
I
about
guess it's time for you to
was
play
the soundtrack.
Xenosaga.
Yeah, I played Saga 1, not the other two. Saga 2 ruined Saga 1, so I didn't play it. No,
I like fans on some story stuff, but admittedly they did make some very poor choices.
I personally enjoyed Xenosaga. Yes, they were way too cutscene heavy, I will admit, but I mean, I enjoyed the games. I didn't like the shift in like the graphics and crap when the second game came around. It's like all the characters just kind of.
I didn't like how they changed the combat mechanics, but hey, Cosmos was at least hot.
But the problem is the I think what was it, the Japanese only DS games pretty much rewrote the canon of 1 and 2.
I found another oasis. I must be halfway through.
They, admittedly, they fixed a lot of things to more what they were intended into, because 2 had like instead of the original director from Gears in the first game, they brought in like a new main director, and it was so poorly received that they're like, okay, fine, bring back the original guy, but this is your last game.
So what, you want me to play Xenosaga again?
Yes.
Why?
You gotta follow through, man. I mean, 2 can be tough, but it's a good section. You get to learn more about Old Miltia specifically.
Xenosaga was all about, am I at a boss yet? Because we all playing the same battle music over and over.
Xenosaga 2, I think, is they're finally just like, okay, we'll give you background music.
Yeah.
And we'll give you different battle music. And then Xenosaga 3 is essentially like the masterpiece out of all three of them from most people's.
What I don't understand about Xenogears is why at the end of that game did they say end of episode 5? Where's episodes 1 through 4?
Kind of like why Ogre Battle is like, what, episode 4, I think?
Okay, wait, what about the end of Xenogears was supposed to be like...
After the credits roll, it says the end of episode 5.
It's because Xenogears was supposed to be like the 5th part of a much larger, like almost, they took some, they had like a grand scheme that they wanted, and part 5 was, Xenogears was supposed to be like the 5th part of it. I think there were technically 6 episodes to go through from their original plan, but Xenogears didn't do too well in the market at first, so Square was just like, okay, you did it, now go somewhere else.
Yeah, considering you like now it's a cult classic.
Yeah.
That wedding dress that he could wear. There you go. I still liked it. It was, like I said, my most favorite. The story was convoluted and confusing at best, but my favorite thing about Xenogears was its soundtrack. It was an amazing soundtrack.
But yeah, like most of the harder hitting and I guess the more big fish things in the Xenosaga story end up happening in the 3rd episode, because that was around the time where they were just kind of like, okay, you need to, this is your last game, wrap it up, and they're just like, fine, throw it all in there.
Episode 4.
There is episode 4.
Yeah,
Xenosaga aren't even...
1, 2, 3, 4 never happened, and 5 Xenosaga.
Well, Xenogears isn't technically within the same story space as Xenosaga.
Yeah,
they're
they're
alluded to, but they're not technically within the same canon.
Yeah, well, I think they theoretically exist in the same universe at some point and some time,
I mean,
but they just don't coincide with each other.
It's part of... They have been trying to tell that story repeatedly. Square shut them down, and then Bandai Namco shot them down, and right now they're getting like kind of a new gig going because Nintendo's like, well, fuck, man, do your shit. Here you go.
Xenoblade
and Xenoblade 2 have been...
Praise the seven hells.
I'd buy a freaking HD remaster of Saga.
I would too.
But
It's just one of
remaster
those,
this,
like...
right?
I would buy an HD remaster of Legend of Dragoon as well.
I know, right?
I'm just... Like,
It tells a
I'm
good
glad
story.
that...
I mean, granted, some things are like, okay, end of the world, yada yada yada, but the journey is what makes it good.
I'm glad that Nintendo basically had the balls to just be like, you do you, man. And they did. And then Xenoblade...
Well, Xenoblade had nothing to do with the Xenosaga series, did it?
They are very loosely linked, but it's the same thing with how Xenogears is loosely linked to Xenosaga.
And that Monado is basically the most broken damn thing in the universe.
That game was for the Wii, wasn't it?
It was.
Yes.
And I feel bad. I sold mine, but I mean, I traded it back into GameStop. But honestly, I traded it
Could have
back
held
in.
on to that and got like a pretty penny for it. Those things are rare.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I already beat it. I didn't care no more. Hell, I traded the damn thing in a GameStop for $115.
Damn. Yeah.
What? Oh yeah, because that game came out near the end of the Wii's lifespan. It's considered a rare game.
It was one of the 3 RPGs that they had to people had to make a petition to get ported over here, and they didn't actually make a lot of them, so there's like a huge scarcity of copies. They're collector's items.
Yeah, that's why they're worth a lot. Imagine that thing sealed in the box.
And then Xenoblade Chronicles X was kind of weird to play through because it was more based around like that multiplayer feeling of it, of being able to like join other people for big bounties. And then Xenoblade 2 hits, and I am loving the shit out of 2.
I think you are. Yeah. Because she probably also murdered all these winglies for all I know. Treasure chest. Can't carry any more items, of course, so I get to drop another item.
Well, maybe you should carry less shit.
Well, I have healings.
Inventory is too small.
Yeah, but I can hold 255 big shit.
I think we got our priorities wrong on which bag needed more space in it.
Yeah.
Although, admittedly, with the way a lot of the items work in this game, if you could carry even like double your current bag space, it could be pretty damn broken, because items are pretty good.
Especially if you use them with like Shauna or Miranda.
Do Shauna and Miranda get a boost to using the items, or is it just because like they're a dedicated item whore because they don't have additions?
Yeah, they pretty much get a boost to using items.
Oh, they do?
Huh.
Yeah, they do a slight bit more damage with items, I guess.
What about healing?
Well, I mean, I guess, but I mean, they're already your freaking white mage.
True.
Why waste the Angel's Prayer when you can use Moonlight?
Yeah,
Literally, their
more of my
first
red
spell can revive you.
To full?
Yes, Moonlight.
Okay, cool.
It can revive downed party members. It's a single target, but it's just one of those things that when you realize it, you're just like, you pulled out all the stops early on, didn't you? You had to make it worth them not having the additions.
Yeah, you've already settled things with the Black Monster, aka Rose. Was there a snoo as well? Like,
And once again, he had to make it weird.
Nah, what makes it weird is when you recruit Congo, you tame the beast with 2 backs.
so Congo, so you could say Congo is, I can't remember his name from Game of Thrones, and Khaleesi would be Rose. You know, Khaleesi tamed that.
What is this gibberish you speak?
You never seen Game of Thrones?
Nope.
No, you won't get the joke. Tor will get the joke though.
What now?
Remember Khaleesi and the big old tribe dude? Made him his wife.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
Yeah.
Call.
The Guthraki, that's it. I think I pronounced it right.
Dothraki.
Dothraki, that's it.
Drogo. Khal Drogo. No, Khal Drogo
Is there any Stardust in
was
this
the
town,
guy
sir?
she was with. Let's see,
First
where
time
are
I've
they?
been in.
Kongol feeling lonely. Kongol tear you in half now, little lady.
Kongo can't speak sentences, we're shit.
Let's see, yeah, you're in Ulara, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so there's 4 in Ulara. Have you seen any flowers?
Not yet.
Let's see, there's 1 near some flowers. There's 1 in the weapons item shop. 1 near the stairs. And
There's a
1
lot
by
of stairs
Maris's.
here.
I think those are bridges, not stairs.
Nothing here. Oh, that desert wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. 11th. Oh, these things have lived a long time too. Well, shit. How long does a Wingly live for? Shit.
They have a really long lifespan.
Never use magic with ill intentions. Well, what about the saying magic always has a price?
Of course, it always has a price. I mean, it's gonna burn some MP one way or the other.
Again, magic depends on the universe in which it's governed.
Curses are like chickens. They will always come home to roost.
This must be the flowers you're telling me about.
The hell?
That's how I.
My phone is. What the hell is my phone not theoretically
Was that the
plugged in?
black monster over there? Don't misread me. Roses make me puke. Well, I guess you're not a girly girl, Miranda. Here, just flash. They have any kindness in them. Wow. So, don't buy flowers for Miranda.
Yeah, I think there's some. I think it's just there's some trauma associated with that.
Okay, Miranda does not like roses. And I found the Stardust. The thorn of the rose is the reverse side of their tenderness. Don't you think so? I'm logic behind that, I guess.
I think Miranda would like to have a slap to the face for you.
She must have. Yeah. That's weird. I've never seen a female NPC get so mad about roses. That's a first.
Alright, so you found the one by the flowers.
Yeah.
They have a Final Fantasy TCG now.
I still like to play Final Fantasy Type 0, but PC version's broke.
Get a PS4, bro.
Yes, I know, that's the universal logic to everything. Buy a PS4. Damn it, still.
It's a universal logic.
I'm not playing Xenogears again. That game was a 60-hour game, dude. That game took a while. My save data might still be on there, though. No, I was planning on playing that one other game. Shoot, I already forgot it. The one you all told me to play. Okay, we're coming over. It's almost 9:30, dude. Yeah, a few minutes, I gotta shut down soon. Be right back, guys. Good morning, I am not screwed. Come on. You have to go in the room.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna go heat up some chicken.
That's my friend. He did, what's his face? I put the gloves on
I felt weird. For some reason, last night I went out for pizza, and for some reason I wanted ham on my pizza. I don't know why. I just wanted ham.
So Canadian bacon?
Pretty much. But it's not classified as Canadian bacon. And in the little place I go to, it's just ham.
Ham?
I know. I was
Maybe
like,
they don't want to have to pay extra for the label of saying it's Canadian bacon when they could just be like, let's just get some cubed up ham.
I mean, it was good. I mean, I got a pepperoni and ham pizza.
It's on top of the fridge, dude.
As I watch an unboxing of the Final Fantasy trading card game in another tab. Opus 6.
So this place existed for the longest time and only Rose knew about it. Huh. So these winglings already know what Rose did. Oh, item shop. What do they have here?
Oh my god, they have a Final Fantasy 3 Evoker.
Nothing but junk. Did you say it was one in the item shop?
Weapon shop, I believe.
This is a weapon and item shop.
Yes.
The best sword you can buy here is almost 40 minus attack versus that soul. That was worth killing that bonus boss then.
Oh my god, those are such pretty cards.
Yeah, I mean, Raccoon, look at the difference in attack versus the soul blade.
Yeah, if you do that boss early, you get, like, your end-game weapon super early. It becomes ridiculous, and from that point, as long as you have the therapy ring on, you're just like, well, I'm set.
Okay, well, nothing, no.
I just remember them saying the weapon shop before, like, they had, like, they left to get something or
Nothing
something.
special. No special act. I guess the end game, the 10,000 accessories is in another town.
probably is. Oh, a Final Fantasy 14 goblin.
There's some Stardust. Get out of the way, NPC, so I can... Thank you. I've literally had one or two times, I think I've had to reset a role-playing game because the NPC wouldn't move and got stuck on their path.
Oh, Lord.
Very rarely, but I've had it happen. Don't know which games that was, though. I'm going to stop it here, but I'm going to probably pick this up tomorrow because I don't have to go to work until 11 tomorrow. I am your father. The fuck? I'm not sure what I'm mind blown more, the black monster or I think the father part more, because in the back of my head I thought Rose was more without the whole wings and stuff and the way they were talking in the cutscenes, but I'm like, nah, this can't be that obvious. But apparently it was. So Dart's dad never died in that fire, just the mother.
Oh my god, they have Mont Blanca's card. Some of this art is fairly decent, but a lot of it looks like a child drew it.
What game?
The Final Fantasy TCG.
TCG? The
trading card game, yeah.
Oh, they made a trading. Is this new?
I guess they're on like their 6th expansion. I guess.
Huh.
Looking at alternatives to MTG. Speaking of, I have to see if people at my local game shop play Weiss Schwartz still.
Alright, I'll probably hop on casual chat later on while I'm at work if it's slow enough, but I'm going to go ahead and stop it here because I got to get ready for work in the next 15 minutes or so.
Alright, I'll mute myself and let you do your outro.
Oh, no worries.
It was good chatting with you.
I'm going to disconnect off here first beforehand, but thanks for the help, Torn, and thanks for the interesting partial lewd commentary, Salith. Especially the whole Fade to Black Disc 3.
You're the one that started it.
I didn't start nothing. I said a simple fact, and you just took a 180 after that. I'm like, okay, I wasn't thinking that, but alright, interesting plot twist if that actually happened.
So I get no credit to that?
Yeah, you get credit. You added the flavor too. You helped with it. Torn was the least 180 to it, which is weird because this is Torn.
Oh, come on. We all know this is all my fault. It's my bad influence that caused everybody to start talking about how Dart wants to have sex with his little sister.
Or with his dad's sloppy seconds.
Oh my god. Mm-hmm. The menage a trois. Okay. Wow. Oh my god. You ain't gonna sleep right tonight, are you?
Who's to really say that Dart's mom is really his mom? Maybe it's just some woman he left Dart with after him and Rose got all freaky.
It could be an adopted kind of thing. And then you go, it's not really
that's
incest
the question. That's a good question then, is if Diaz or whatever, Rose's old boyfriend, whatever, is Dart's father, does that make Rose Dart's stepmother?
Twice removed?
No, it's not twice removed because there's no generation difference.
I know.
I've seen enough shit to know where that goes on.
But I mean, yeah, technically she would be his stepmother if I'm not mistaken.
Do they have any, like, technical relations since Zeke was with her
I got a few minutes to analyze
before
this.
meeting his actual mother and planting the seed that is Dart, so to say?
I don't know, what is it called when, like, you are still in touch with a ex-wife, like the ex-wife of your father or something. It's like your father is married, gets divorced, and then later goes on and marries somebody else and has a kid. Is that kid consider the previous wife a stepmother or anything? Or, like if they're still in life, or is that just like some random person?
I think it's considered a stepson or stepdaughter still. I think no matter what, I think that's how it's... I don't know, but that's my guess.
It basically is.
Oh,
you call that the object of their scorn.
Well, at least y'all went there with, oh, it's the Black Monster, and let's just think of something totally graphic at that point. God, no! Don't take this game any more than it needs to be.
Darkness is the ultimate spawning point for tentacles. Just saying.
Well, if that's what the Black Monster is. It's not really wings, those are black monsters, and we know what that is.
Just keep in mind, Rose is 11,000 years old. What tricks do you think she learned in 11,000 years?
She
had to keep herself entertained in like the 107 years and 363 days.
So wait, so are you saying
spree.
she wrote the Kama Sutra?
I mean, after all, she is a woman. She has needs. I'm sure she, at some point, would have gotten into some sort of weird crap.
She should. I'm sure. I'm hoping so. Otherwise, she's just really uptight and just needs to let something out.
You could park a car in there.
What?
Don't need to worry about talking about like cobwebs or shit going on. There's fucking stalagmites growing.
Oh my god. Is that a new form of STD? Oh my god. That's bad if that's... Oh, poor Rose. I'm actually starting to feel for that girl now. Damn. Woman needs... So what, every 108 years a moon child is born, basically?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, the way it worked is the Tree of Life gave birth to all the various species, and then the 108th fruit was supposed to be the destroyer of the world. But the Winglies, seeing what was happening, sealed it away and turned it into the moon that never sets. But as part of how it works is when they destroyed the crystal that Melbu Frama had that contained the soul of the 108th creature, it was released and then goes and possesses a human child, or a human. And that becomes the moon child that is born every 108 years.
And that moon child can release the ultimate evil, basically.
Yeah,
basically, the soul is born into a human body, and the human body tries to get back to the moon that never set so that it can be reborn.
So basically, Shauna can be a possible sacrifice.
Because it's never been born yet. It never got a chance to spawn because the Winglies sealed it away. But yeah, the soul's trying to possess a human in order to use it to get back to the...
And that's who Shauna is. Shauna's that human.
Yeah.
And basically, she's like a host, and basically she's like a self-sacrifice that ultimately turns into the evil seed that wants to destroy the world. Oh,
no comment.
That'd be sad for Shauna, then. Poor Dart. Getting screwed by women left and right. Kind of feel for him. Alright.
What's this about somebody getting screwed by women left and right? Are we talking about Pornhub again?
I'm talking about Dart.
Oh, okay. So he's the one in the middle of the threesome.
Yeah, probably. And he's getting boned pretty bad. He's getting the shit end of the stick at this point.
Wait a minute. Is he getting boned? I thought he was the one supposed to be doing the boning. Isn't he the guy here?
I imagine it's...
I can't make that determination. I just started disc 4.
I don't know. Maybe Dart's a bottom, and he's like, "Give it to me, Rose."
Unless he's
the only at this point in Rose's lifespan, due to all that time, the only thing that does it for her is a Giganto, and Kungal's the only one now those are left.
All you hear is this, and that's it.
No, it sounds more like somebody dropping an anvil.
Wow, that would be called the hammer, technically.
I mean, it depends on what height. Have you heard what it sounds like to drop
ruining Cell's childhood here. This
45 meters up.
We're ruining Cell's childhood here, man. This is one of his favorite games. I mean, let's not taint the guy.
It's one of mine too, but that doesn't mean that I can't walk the
It
dark
doesn't
alleys
matter
of
when
it.
you long this week. you have no
I forget
fucks
what
to
the
care.
number is, but what, Rule 34?
Yes, Rule 34 exactly.
I mean, come on. Shit happens.
But it shouldn't. Oh my god.
If it exists, there is porn of it. If not, get to drawing.
So if they made a porn of Legend Dragoon, would you watch it?
There's,
hell yeah.
there's not very much of it, surprisingly. I was just kind of like, man, for such a like a cult hit, there's just not much. And I'm kind of disappointed.
I mean, it's also a game that's, what, 2 decades old now? Well,
So,
almost
just brush
2
off the
decades old.
cobwebs like you said about Rose. All good to go.
I guess someone's going to have to bring the glory of Meru into the world. Might as well be me.
Do some cool boogieing.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm gonna hop off here for a little while, but I'll see about hopping back in the next hour or so. If you guys are
Alright.
still on. I'll talk to you
Have a
then.
good one.
See ya. And to the rest of y'all, this is Ultimacj calling it a night. Enjoy what you guys do best. Thanks for the extra commentary. Enjoy the pipe bombs. And I'll see you in the next live stream, which will either be tomorrow or Thursday. Y'all have a great night.